see. Let's do a different setting. Mass analyzed. Mass analyzed.
What do you get when you cross a line with an insomniac? Answer: a person who won't go to sleep until they find something funny. Now let me show you how this thing works. After flips pages after scroll. It looks like we're going to start off easy today. The first question is about a very important part of our lives, and if you answer correctly, then you'll be rewarded handsomely later in the week by being able to pick any two items from the store as a gift for yourself or someone else. Here's the redeemable riddle of the week, sponsored by Dave and Buster's Rest in Power Buster. What has 4 legs in the morning, 2 legs at noon, 3 legs at night, and is never without its shoes? And it's what everyone calls their best friend during puberty. Answer: shoes. And now for another question. This one will require some thinking outside the box. So just take a deep breath and try to relax while you come up with the correct response. Ready? Here goes nothing. Question number 2. If you were to write down every word you've ever spoken into a microphone, would anyone listen to them all? Okay, that was fun. We'll see you again next time. And in the meantime, please enjoy your stay at the Riddler Asylum, where even the most dangerous criminals are given free room and board, because after all, everybody deserves a second chance, right? Riddle me this. A man walks into his favorite bar. He orders a beer, sits down and starts talking to himself. After he finishes his drink, he gets up and leaves the bartender $100 more than he owed him. Why did he leave such a big tip? B. Because the guy behind the counter looked really lonely. C. So the bartender could buy new teeth. D. To cover the cost of the beer. None of the above. That's what happens when you put a dollar bill between a glass and a mirror. You got it. If you want to make money in the stock market, just stick $100 between a pair of glasses and wait 5 minutes. Gee, you got it all wrong. When you put a buck between a couple of mirrors, it doesn't matter how long you stare at it, eventually you'll end up with 10 cents. But when you drop a quarter between a pair of glasses, there's no way you can lose money. All of these answers are technically correct. However, none of them is exactly true. The real reason the customer left the bartender $100 more than he owed is because he had already paid the bartender using counterfeit bills. False. J. Objection. Your Honor. My client didn't pay for anything since he used fake cash. Therefore, it wasn't a payment made with a credit card. No transaction occurred whatsoever. So the only logical conclusion is that the man gave away the $100 to a homeless bum. Case dismissed. K. Wrong answer. Please sit down and stop interrupting me. Hell, you must be joking. There is absolutely zero logic in paying a bartender with fake cash. Besides which, the The bartender clearly said the customer bought the beer, and therefore he owes the bartender for it. I was there. I saw it with my own ears. Echolocation, you know. Anyway, the bartender asked the man for his name and address. Then he wrote it on the receipt and handed it back to him along with the change. And not possible. How could the bartender ask the man for his personal information when the customer hadn't yet finished ordering drinks? Furthermore, the customer couldn't possibly give a false identity because the bartender knew his real name and home address. Oh, true enough, sir. Your Honor, may I approach the bench? Hey, absolutely not. Q. Ooh, the guy received from the bartender fake alcohol. Correct. Yes. Oh, dear Lord. Yes. But unfortunately, the bartender was also carrying a bottle of whiskey under the counter. So he mixed the fake booze with the good stuff and poured the mixture over the customer's head. The judge says you have to explain why the bartender should be held responsible for giving fake liquor to customers. Well, Leo, that's not fair. I'm sorry, Mr. Riddler, but the law states that the bartender cannot be sued for serving alcohol to people who don't actually pay. X. In my timeline, fake alcohol is called synthahol. Why? Yeah, but we're not in our original timelines anymore. Z. We've been thrown out of the multiverse. What does this have to do with anything? Bibby, you got it backwards, pal. CC, don't blame me. I'm as confused about everything going on here as you are. DD, actually, BB, you seem pretty calm considering that a giant squid monster just tried to eat us. Eat? Whoa, dude, that thing looks like a freaking dinosaur. Fair. You are looking through the rearview mirror. That's our neutrino mirror. Gee, hey, you guys, check out the view. It's beautiful. Roman 2. Dude, what happened to the sky? JJ, is it supposed to look like that? KK, what? You mean those weird clouds? They were always there. Hello? Wait a minute. Are you saying they weren't there before? Did anyone else notice something strange about the weather today? Oh, the sun was shining bright blue until 2 seconds ago. PP. Yeah, we are shooting towards the very end of the universe. The sun is gonna do that. Pure. And now the whole planet has gone dark. Are you kidding? This place is awesome. Thus, the temperature is perfect. Kitty, I think the air smells nice too. Oh, maybe if we go outside and take some deep breaths, we will get an idea of where we are. Roman 20. I'm getting hungry. DZ. Let's find a restaurant. Yeah, good idea. Wow, it feels really great being alive again after almost dying. Izzy, we are dead, Bob. The legs have just gotten smaller. So how much time did we lose while we were inside that sphere? At least half an hour. Probably closer to 45 minutes. Which means we still haven't reached the end of the universe. But we're close. Really close. Do you smell that? No. Smells like popcorn. Yeah. Looks like someone brought us all the way to the movies. What movie would that be? VR. Cape Fear. The new one. CR. There's a reboot. Duh. No, no. The old version. The remake. Yeah. Why can't Hollywood leave well enough alone? F. Seriously? Another remake? GJ. I guess that explains why everyone seems to be wearing black leather jackets. Jakes, I thought they stopped making movies based off Stephen King novels 20 years ago. God, if only that were true. GG. Just wait till you see the next film adaptation coming out of the studio. GR, I always wanted Robert De Niro's character to be Loki gay. The southern accent and the freaky religion vibe. Oh my. You know what, Greg? Sometimes I wonder whether or not you're secretly gay yourself. I am totally straight. Maybe. I believe him. He doesn't strike me as the type of person who'd lie about something like that. Nope, not at all. You gotta admit, though, the guy had a lot of sexual tension between himself and Kevin Spacey's character. Nick, can we talk about the fact that we're talking about movies instead of paying attention to our surroundings? Ew. Yeah. Look around. We are literally surrounded by nothing but darkness. Nick, wherever we are, it sure isn't Earth. Well, not even remotely. I'll be. What if we ended up somewhere other than the Milky Way? I'll see. Then we might actually die from starvation because we'll never run into any food sources. Or we could starve to death right away. No, a little bit of both, probably. Man, we are so screwed. Okay, wow. This is like a game of telephone, but with a conversation. We have great conversation fidelity on this one. Me, all I hear in your voice is panic. Gee, me too. B. I've been trying to stay positive about this situation, but it's hard when we don't even know which direction is up. T. I think I feel a breeze blowing against my face. And then, hold on, let me turn around. Okay, how come you didn't say anything earlier? Because I wasn't aware of it until recently. P. Wait, what do you mean? Oh, if you think of Plato's The Cave, the darkness ain't so bad. Raw. Well, it depends on how long you spend trapped inside said cave. RB. It's easy for you to sit back here and tell people to keep their chin up since you're sitting in a comfortable chair. True debt. RD. My feet hurt. RF. Mine too. RS. Then we're all starving to death. So, that makes 3 of us. So, whoa, hold up. I got goosebumps. Senior, I grew up on those, and the TV series too. Which ones do you got? I hope it's one I haven't read. This is going to sound strange, but I don't want to live anymore. TL. I get that feeling every once in a while. DT. Yeah, me too. I don't want to either, but there aren't many options available to us. Dude, I was thinking the exact same thing. Don't worry, guys. I'll help you figure out where we are. I promise I won't mess things up this time. Guys, have you checked out what's outside the cave? It's bananas. BZ. Is it just me or does anyone else smell burning rubber? Well, I'm getting really tired of these questions. Let's just focus on surviving. Ick. Guys, I hate to break this down to you, but we're all gonna die eventually. Even if we make it through this crisis alive, we still need to deal with the fact that we're all stuck together for eternity. At least we can take comfort in knowing that we died doing what we love most, watching movies. Shh. Hey, you in front. Stop hogging the conversation. Ah, no offense, man. But seriously, dude, move over. There are more of us behind you than there are of you in front. Heck, why would he even bother asking? Do you think he wants an answer? Maybe. If only to find out why everyone thinks his name sounds familiar. Heck, nah, dude, nobody cares about your opinion. That, seriously, though, what did we miss? Did someone say something important? Oh, actually, yes. Us. Who? What did they say? We'll tell you after. BB, are we supposed to be listening to them again? Yeah, they're not saying anything new. Please. No, no way. I missed the last part of the conversation. CC. Wait, who's telling the story now? DD. He must have gotten bored and decided to change it up. Okay, I give up. Tell me already. No, sure thing, fellas. Yo, the first movie we saw was The Princess Bride. Hey, let's all of us imagine The Princess Bride together, like we are in a theater. Ready? Go! For example, inconceivable. Never go for retard. And Buttercup, please marry me. And you killed my father. Prepare to die. Or as you wish. Please, I love you as much as a person can possibly love another without having seen him naked. Fine. I could never kill you. Not because you're a woman, although you are quite fetching, but mostly because you remind me of my mother. Hello, Wesley. Thanks. Whatever you say, then. No, wait. As you wish. All right then. Shall we begin? Good luck, Wesley. GB. Farewell, friend. GT. Have fun storming the castle, Buttercup. GK. Alright. Jar. Greetings, my friends. Jeez, I am honored to meet you. Big, my dear boy, I will always cherish our brief moment together at Rufus Grimshire's birthday party. I know you were trying to steal from me, but thank you anyway. Okay, I don't know if it means what you think it means. Oh, look how pretty she looks when you cut her hair short like that. That is one sexy lady. Hey, Q. She sure has changed since high school. QB. How long ago did we graduate? RB. I've been waiting for this day forever. RB. Come back here, you little brat. Nessie. Welcome home, son. So good to see you again. Oh, my God. Senorita, stop poop. That stage instructions. What? That wasn't Princess Bride? Too. Well, that explains everything. Oh. Looks like somebody got lost along the way. But, what do you mean? Where are the others? UV. I wonder where they went. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the world premiere of Princess Bride. It was late afternoon by the time the group made their way to the top of Mount Everest. They climbed nearly 3,000 feet in less than 2 hours. Only 3 survived. They entered a bar once they got back down from the summit. A stranger walked into the place and sat next to the lead climber. Stranger. Hi, I'm Billy. What's your name? Climber. My name's Fred. It's nice to meet you, Billy. Billy. Nice to meet you too, Fred. Fred, would you mind if I asked you a question? Bill. Of course not. Fred. Great. What does your name stand for? Bill. Well, is all this the riddle? Sphinxy. Yes, sir. Then why would he ask us the same riddle? Sphinx. Because the answer isn't gonna be different every time. But it won't work either way, so it doesn't matter. Sphinx. Exactly. If I get the answer wrong, I'll still lose. Sphinx. True. And even if I get the answer correct, there's nothing I can do with the information. Sphinx. Correct. Why would anyone bother asking such a stupid question? B. Maybe they want to hear you try. Yeah, that's probably true. D. Or maybe they just wanted to make people feel dumb. I wouldn't worry about it. There's no point in getting mad at someone who wants you to fail. You might be right. I hope you realize that we're on the verge of a major breakthrough. Sphinxy, everyone who is not up, get the fuck out. This is another one session. The next morning, after everyone woke up, Bill came downstairs to find his wife sitting alone in the living room. Bill, hey honey, how'd you sleep? Linda, fine. Do you remember last night? Bill, yes. Linda, did you have any dreams? Bill, nope. Linda, really? Bill, yep. Linda, can you tell me anything about them? Bill, sure. I dreamed that I was climbing MT Everest. Linda, wow, that sounds great. Was it fun? Bill, no, actually, it sucked. Linda, what happened? Bill, the other climbers kept telling me to hurry because the mountain was collapsing, which I thought meant that they were going to die if I didn't climb fast enough. Linda, were they really going to fall off the side? Bill, yes. Linda, how far away did they seem to be falling? Bill, I don't know, but it ended with me getting pegged in the booty. Linda, funny, in my dream I was skiing. Bill, cool. Linda, do you think we could go somewhere today? Like a ski slope or something? Bill, okay, sure. Let's do that. At dinner, Linda told her husband she wanted him to take another look at the painting hanging over the fireplace mantel. She said it looked as though someone had taken a bite out of the apple. Bill, yeah, you may have a point. Linda, I know what you're thinking. Bill, look, Ambien is a hell of a drug. Sometimes, when I wake up, I forget where I am. Linda, right. Bill, so don't jump to conclusions until I've done some research. Linda, don't worry, dear. We'll figure this out together. Bill, good girl. Now let me finish eating before I throw up. After dinner, they went upstairs and watched TV. Linda, I wonder if they ever found those missing climbers. Bill, probably not. Linda, I guess. With Bill asleep, Linda made a call. Linda, Bruce, he doesn't suspect a thing, does he? Bruce, not yet. Linda, thank goodness. She hung up the phone. Linda, sweetie? Bill, Linda, are you awake now? Bill, yup. Linda, I need you to come home from work early tomorrow. Bill, no, okay. Where are we going? Linda, to the airport. Bill, airport. For what? Linda, just trust me, okay? Minutes later. Linda, Bruce, I think he heard us. Bruce, shh, hold your breath. Linda, is he gone? Bruce, nope. They held their breaths for several minutes while listening intently outside the door. Finally, they decided to check. They opened the door slowly and peeked into the hallway. All clear. Linda, all right then, follow me. When they arrived back at the house, Bill was standing by the front window looking out. Bill, what took so long? Linda, I got lost. Bill, but we live next to the airport. Linda, what? I can't hear you over the plane. Bill, well, why didn't you say something? Linda, because I'm an idiot. Bill, yeah, well, maybe you should try being more careful next time. Linda, maybe I will. A few days passed without incident. Then one day, Linda noticed something strange in the yard. There was a pile of dirt right under the tree. Curious, she called Bruce. Linda, hi Bruce. Have you seen this? Bruce, no, I haven't. Linda, weird. You want me to send you pictures? Bruce, sure. Send them through Messenger. Linda, thanks. Later that evening, after finishing dinner, Bill and Linda sat on the couch watching television. After a moment, Linda turned to Bill. Linda, honey, there's a pile of dirt here. Why would anyone put a bunch of dirt underneath our tree? Bill, probably because it needed to get fertilized. Linda, but that means someone would have to poop in it too. Who is going to do that? Bill, I don't know. Someone who needs to. Linda, that seems like a lot of effort just to fertilize a tree. Bill, I mean, what else are you supposed to use? Linda, whatever happened to manure? Bill, I don't know. Maybe they ran out. Or maybe they couldn't find any. It happens all the time. People run out of things sometimes. Linda, wow, you really think about these things, don't you? With Bill asleep. Linda, Bruce, I have an unorthodox ask. Could you please go outside and take care of whatever it is you did last night? Bruce, sure. When should I expect results? Linda, tomorrow morning around 10 o'clock. Bruce, gotcha. See you then. The next day, Linda woke up and headed downstairs for breakfast with Bill. As she walked past the kitchen table, she saw a huge mound of fresh cow shit sitting in the middle of the living room floor. She stopped and stared. What the fuck? Linda looked lovingly out the window and waved at no one in particular. Come on out, Bruce. As soon as Bruce stepped inside the house, Linda grabbed him by the collar and dragged his ass across the carpet toward her bedroom. Once there, she threw open the closet doors and shoved him inside. You know how much I love you, said Linda. But seriously, you've been fucking my husband. Bruce. Yes. Linda. And now you're going to pay the price. Bruce, please stop yelling at me. I'll be good. I promise. Linda.
No.
Okay. But only if you agree. Bruce, I want to take a shower and get more dirty. Linda. What? Bruce. Look, I'm sorry, okay? Just let me clean myself up before you kill me. Linda. Oh God, you actually thought you could get away with doing this. How stupid can you be? Bruce, I wasn't trying to hurt you or anything. Honest. Linda, don't
Okay.
give me that crap. If you ever pull another stunt like this,
Okay.
I swear I'll cut your balls off. Bruce, I won't. 2 years later. Bruce, well, that's what I get for playing with fire. Linda, yeah, well, I guess we both learned our lesson. Several hours after getting home from work, Linda entered her bathroom and took a seat on the toilet. She was tired and wanted nothing more than to sit back, relax, and relieve herself. Unfortunately, her bladder wouldn't allow her to do so. With a sigh, she reached. The end. Moral of the story: do not play with Bruce. Ever. It was a beautiful summer afternoon when we decided to make the trek over to the old abandoned factory. The sun beat down from above us while the wind blew gently against our cheeks. We were both excited yet apprehensive about entering into such a place alone. However, it didn't take long for our nerves to settle once we reached the gates. I opened them slowly so as not to alert any potential threats within the building. As I entered the facility, I took in every detail I possibly could.
All right. That's it for now.